What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? I was gonna try to get started a little earlier, but I just said to hell with it. Got some more sleep. I don't discuss glitches here, Silence, so don't put anything about it in chat, or I'll have to block you. It would be against my terms with the Casters Guild for Trendy. So that, and I'm assuming with all duplication glitches, it's just going to get rolled back anyway. Right, anyway, checking out. I did buy that. I didn't expect that materials vault to be free, but I didn't expect it to cost that much. It was definitely a little on the pricey side, but I did get it. So that was nice. Cleared out a bunch of stuff. I'm done with Ancient Power now. I'm all full, which is awesome. That's part of the reason why I didn't start streaming earlier. Let's get that stuff out of there. I got a long way to go to get my heroes dialed back in there, but I'm up to the 999s, which is awesome. I'm pretty low on hero health right now, but that's all right. I'll just die a bunch today. I don't want to respec to put some points in. Yeah, they generally, anytime someone uses any kind of the dupe stuff, they generally roll everything back. Anyway, today really for me is all about this multiplayer loot. I want to see what that's all about. I want to see what my first 4-player victory chest looks like. So let's just hop on in and get some expeditions started here. I'm on US West, so anyone that wants to join, feel free to hop on in. I just reset Ancient Power, Damien, so I'm at floor 55. I'm not doing any Onslaught for a while, probably. I am all grinded out with the Onslaught. I'm going to do a whole lot of expeditions in the near future. Because now that I'm done with AP, of course, I got to get all that Ascension back. Let's start off in the Bulwark. I got to get all that Ascension back before I can even use it. So it's all about the expeditions. May, what's going on? Well, the stream just started, May. Jeez. I've already got I've maxed it already, Pixia. So it pops it up on the screen. I see. That's kind of interesting. At least it tells you what you get. I just want to see that thing explode with loot. If it explodes with loot, I'll be very happy. There we go. 425%. Man, I can't believe how many crafting materials it's going to require to get all my stuff back, leveled all back up. Let's see. It's like 1,400 gems, something like that, Master Reaps. It was expensive. Let's see, I don't have many defenses set back up yet either. I've got Flame Auras, Weapon Mans, Poison Dart Towers. I do have an Obelisk. I'm sure that's more than sufficient, though. I mean, basically, the material vault frees up like two crafting, like 2 bags. So I mean, it's not like some must-have super item, but it is nice. You know, if you've got the gems to spend, it's definitely a nice thing. But it's not some oh my god must-have type deal. So I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. I don't think that they made it that expensive. It's definitely on the pricey side. Let's see. What's that leave me? 210. And then 90 more. Let's just go 3 more of these guys. There we go. That should handle it, right? I got everything over here? Yeah. I have to keep an eye on the bottom here. Yeah, this was really just a small update, to be honest. Wasn't a massive update. But it's nice. I mean, I don't like the fact that they lowered the sell price of items to justify or to make up for all the additional loot. Oh wow. This is my first run with real gear again. Was not expecting nothing to make it through my flame arrows at all. And I pre-prepped my poison dart towers, assuming that Chaos 8 shards are going to come. If the Chaos 8 shards get added back in, then my poison dart tower is ready to go for water elemental. I've got it jacked up. I've really squared it away. Yeah, they adjusted the sell price of loot to make up for all the increased loot so it wouldn't blow out the economy. But the problem with that is if you're a solo player only, that definitely will hurt, you know? As far as solo play only, it's definitely going to hurt. It doesn't nerf it a lot, because the gold from selling loot was such a small part of the gold gain. See, back the way it used to be, the gold from selling loot was a pretty massive part of it. So if they would have done it way back when, people would have been really upset. Now the majority of the gold you earn is actually from running the maps, not from the loot. I mean, the loot is a good thing, don't get me wrong. But it's not the bulk of it. So, I mean, it's a nerf to solo play, without a doubt, but it's not a huge one. Very tiny. Completely missed. Well, that's the thing that hurts the worst, is they just made gold kind of such a big deal with the whole player shop and the crafting system. And then they took some of the gold away, which I don't know, they're going to have to adjust, I think. If they don't make some adjustments to that, people are going to rage. Sadly, Trendy has become too good at shooting themselves in the foot lately. By lately, I mean the last 4 years. So some of the things I just don't... I mean, I understand they don't want to let the player economy get completely out of control. But you got to have more positives than negatives whenever you have a patch. And some of the real positives that get added into DD2 get completely overlooked because people are so pissed about the negatives, you know? Personally, I think anyone who glitches should be perma-banned. Silence, but I'm not the one in charge. So Trendy usually just rolls them back. Unless they do something really bad, and then they'll give them like a 30-day or whatever. I mean, in the entire history of DD2, I've only heard of maybe 10 people getting bans from the game, and I've only ever heard of one permanent ban. Well, we'll see. My level of excitement will be determined by what I see popping out of that loot box here in a minute. I tell you what, though, on a different non-patch related note, I am super, super stoked to be done with Ancient Power. No, explosive poison has the same chance to drop as any other shard in its pool. They're Laden Prism. The bonus is really bad. The bonus is like 400% loot. If you're farming shards by yourself and you want to play solo, just make it a private match and then no one can join you. So that should be a non-issue, really. I mean, if you're concerned about just speed farming and you don't care about the gold and the loot, then why would you do public matches? I mean, that's definitely not in your best interest. But I mean, a 4-player group, it's like, what did the thing say? 400%? 425% from Victory Chest. Exclamation PDT and exclamation Weapon Man there, Boban. I actually changed my PDTs this time around since I just got finished up with the whole AP reset thing. But I'm counting on Trendy adding storm damage back in. If they don't add, or not storm damage, Chaos 8 shards. If they don't add Chaos 8 shards back, I'll probably end up making a change to it again. Alright, let's see what's in the box. That was my first Chaos 7 since I AP'd. Alright, what do you have inside? That's a lot of loot. Only one legendary item, though, out of a legendary chest? That seems a little off. I mean, you'd think it would be 4 legendary items, right? If it's 425%? But, I mean, that is a bunch of loot, though. Let's take a look at what stuff sells for. Each defense is different, Silence. You have to just look at it case by case. I guess it's random then, you know. Let's take a look. Let's auto sort that bad boy. Let's take a look if I just... Let me get these shards out of here. I'm not looking at them all day. Check for any... Oh, there's a decent mod right there. Check for any decent mods. Well, the green mods are dropping. 2 green quality mods on the first map of the day, and one of them was a max. Not the mods I need, but let's see what this sells for. 90,101. $26,000 gold I got for that little bit. It seems like it's probably about half, maybe. I mean, obviously that's a very poor first look estimate, but maybe they halved the amount of gold you got for selling. I'm not sure. Now, they said up front, everybody that's talking about getting increased shards, they said up front that it was gear. Armor and weapons only, and relics. You know, there were no shards, no crafting materials. None of that has ever even been teased to be a part of it. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's do a last resort. And then spawn camp all the entrances with flame arrows, maybe. I'm anxious to get my fissure squared away. I want to start playing around with some different frost mob setups with fissures, I believe. See how this holds up. Oh, that's, now that I'm done with Ancient Power, that's pretty much every map I do is always going to be in a group. Every time. And we can go a little more Skyguard, maybe. Let's do that. We'll double the Skyguards, even though it's completely unnecessary. Let's do it anyway. There we go. I was hoping to be able to get a few of my heroes, DPS heroes, leveled back up. Their gear leveled back up, but man, I've got to do a whole lot of low chaos tier farming before I can get to that point. Everything going boom? Looks like it. It's not... the thing that you guys don't realize with the whole gear trading thing, it makes going back to Chaos 7 really, really fast, like 10 minutes or less. But if you use the crafting system and upgrade one relic, it only takes you like 45 minutes to get back to Chaos 7 anyway. So it's not a huge deal. I mean, it does save time, but it's not a massive deal. But you have to farm a set of gear from each Chaos tier, trade all those sets of gear to a friend, go reset Ancient Power, and then have the friend trade them back to you one Chaos tier at a time. And it unlocks each Chaos tier. Then you do one Chaos 7 map, and you're back to floor 55. But, I mean, getting to Chaos 7 is completely trivial. You know, if you've already done it, you're familiar with the mobs, you're resetting Ancient Power, getting back to Chaos 7 is 100% a trivial, just completely trivial thing. Yeah, there's no information on anything like that yet there, Pixia. Well, yeah, you don't mod anything. You have to have unmodded gear. Absolutely. It doesn't take modded gear to get to floor 65. You do it with just anything. Do it with gear off the ground, you know? You take all your modded gear and you set it aside and you forget it exists until you're done playing around with AP. Probably because I don't see a single question from you on the screen there, Natsu. I've got the last, what, looks like the last 15 messages or so on my screen, and none of them are from you. And it's not scrolling or anything. So it ain't like I'm missing anything. But just ask again, man. Ask again. I'm not going to scroll up looking for you. Oh. The next update, well, the next major content update, we're getting lots of stuff, but I don't think the shards are going to be any part of that there, Pixia. They haven't given any indication that shards will be part of the next big content update. They just said that they plan on working on it in the future. What's going on there, Cody? SL? Abdullah, what up, what up? Chaos Boom is not a super hot item there, I'm Shady, so you just get what you can for it. Simon, what's going on? It's just a matter of getting whatever you can, you know. It's from the loot chest, Froggy, so yeah, it's extremely noticeable. I mean, a lot of loot comes out of the box. I swear all the time, Silence. It doesn't bother me a bit. It bothers YouTube, though, so that's why I don't cuss on stream. With exceptions. Every now and then it slips up, you know. But if there's a bunch of swearing in my chat, though, and I don't ban you, then I get penalized from YouTube, so it's just kind of common sense, you know. Public place, gots to behave. Interwebs or not. Nope, shards will never be stackable. Mark, holy crap. Thank you so much, man. Wow. I really do appreciate it. Oh, I try not to, Stub. It happens sometimes. Yeah, it just completely made my day there, Mark. I do appreciate you a ton. Yeah, I got the mats page there, Doug. I thought it was a little on the pricey side, but I had some gems sitting still from the, you know, those Steam summer sales back, last month. Yeah, the material vault's there. It's, 1,450 gems? Is that what it was? But, yeah, like I said, I had gems sitting from the Steam sales, so I was able to just snag it without actually busting out the old credit card. I think I found mine in Chaos 1 there, SL. Back when the update first hit, that was like one of the first really good mods I found. There's a crap load of loot. I mean, definitely good for mod hunting, you know. It's, it'll say on the screen here, Natsu. I think it's 425%. Yeah, that would be cool if the mats would save right to the vault, Doug. I agree. Or yeah, there it is, 425%. Let's see. Anything good? Had luck with the green mods so far today. Let's see if there's any more. I mean, that's only the second map of the day. It's tough to expect too much in 2 maps, but... No, nothing that time around. I attempt to live off of YouTube there, Malia, but it's a tough deal. I'm married though. My wife has a good job, so that helps. Your Ascension goes to whatever your minimum Ascension level is. Going to floor 365 or floor 465 would be a really long push, but yeah, I mean, if you could do that, it would make your ancient power experience pretty quick. Oh, God. Oh my God, how on earth did I not fall off the edge? Good Lord. It looked a little painful there for a minute. Well, yeah, I mean, probability tells you... I forget the exact math, but if there was like 32 shards in a pool, and you did the actual probability math, it says you would have to open like... It was like 65 to 70 shards to get your first... I overbuilt a little over there, huh? You'd have to open like 65 or 70 shards to get one of what you needed. So let's just get rid of these. Actually, that's a little overkillish too. It's all good. I'll put this one back. How's that? Oh, dang it. Man, I just cannot stay on... I can't stay up on the island today. Yeah, the thing is, though, is you're not going to be at 309 Ascension at floor 300 Silence. Just the process of getting to floor 300 would take you higher than that. You know, so that's just not... You know, it would be difficult to get to floor 300 at 300 Ascension. I mean, I don't even know if it's possible, just because, just from the experience you gain getting to that point, you would go past it, you know? In the next content update, there, Lord Escanar, I thought it was going to be here soon. I think part of the problem, or not problem, but I think part of the holdup is trying to figure out how to balance ancient power. Because remember, when Onslaught, when one floor map Onslaught changes, then ancient power will be changing as well. You can't change one without the other. And I think the one map floors would be relatively easy to implement compared to whatever they're changing with Onslaught. Marcos is like over floor 700, Pixia. Well, it's just a matter of if you have time to do it. It's not difficult. It's a matter of, do you have an enormous amount of hours? You know, Marcos is a grinder. Like 12, 16, 18 hours. definitely had a little, I didn't reset my router and stuff this morning. I really should have. I'm assuming that's what that was. Yeah, that was on my end. That wasn't on YouTube's end because I lost the music and everything. I didn't quite lag out of the game. But it looked like I was going to. Let's see. See if we can get everything going again here. There we go. Alright. See, I'm not sure what that was. A little spike from, yeah, I replaced my router. But I'm still having the problem, which tells me it's something from my... Alright, let's try this again. See if that helps out. I had to restart, I had to restart my router. Let me get everything else set up here real quick. Sorry about that, everybody. I failed this morning. I got all excited about checking the update out, and I didn't go through and restart all my stuff like I should have. I think that was probably the issue. Anyway, my bad, my bad. See if we can't get this going here, though. So much for my win streak bonus, huh? Try this again. Let's see, where did we start last time? Or what map were we on? We were on Lightrayne Forest. Let's go back to Lightrayne Forest and try again. How do you lock Ascension? I'm not really sure what you mean there, Christopher. No way to lock Ascension. I mean, your Ascension is locked. Or do you mean you don't want to earn any more Ascension? You want to keep it where it is? There's no way to do that. Other than not play. Sadly, that's the only option there. Alright, let's try this again. See if we can make it through this map this time. I'm assuming that's what the problem was, is my... Let's put this... Let's put the poison dart tower up there, and we'll put this down here. And then go... like that, maybe? You get one, if you're doing your very first reset, you get one, or you get, pardon me, you'll get 3 minimum Ascension points for each floor past 65, and you'll get 3 minimum Ascension for every 50 of your current Ascension levels, is what it all dials into. There we go. I think this will hold up. Starting Ascension will only go up if you push past your highest point, Jello. So now your starting Ascension will stay the same, which is fine. I mean, what you do is you do one big Onslaught push and get a nice high starting Ascension. Like, I got my starting Ascension up to almost 750. So I was getting 15 Ascension point caps for every AP reset I did. And then you just grind the AP out. But that's why it's important to do that one big Onslaught push, because that's just where all the minimum Ascension is going to come from. You know, you get very little of it from your actual Ascension, your current Ascension level. So your current Ascension level is almost meaningless. It's more of a quality of life thing than anything else. You know, it allows you not to do a whole lot of hero swapping and all that. Do I think the starting Ascension level will get lower? I don't think it'll get lower. No, I don't really see why they would do that. I think that the whole system on how to reset AP will change, but I don't think that they'll change the minimum Ascension type system. That, I mean, whatever minimum Ascension you have, you'll never go below that. Whatever you have now. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm just completely guessing. But I just don't see why they would do anything to adjust your minimum Ascension at all. Because it's all... I mean, the AP changes will involve Onslaught. You know, maybe there will be a higher floor you have to get to, since it's only one map floors. Something along those lines, instead of it being floor 65. But I don't know. I'm completely guessing. Oh, I was at 15 AP resets before Purdy and Shift came out. I actually just got a kind of a wild inclination to start doing that like a month ago. I just grinded it out, you know. I mean, I straight up no-lifed it for almost a month. I literally haven't even looked at another game other than getting like daily login bonuses. I've still logged into Fortnite every day just to get the daily login bonus, but I haven't even touched another game for about a month. Not even for 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm past that point. I mean, now I'm at a point in DD2 where I can just play. I can do whatever I want. I don't have any. The only goal I have is get my Ascension level back up. That way I can use all those Ascension point caps. But I can do anything in the game and do that. So there's no. I'm in a good place with DD2 now, for sure. I've got nothing that I need to go and grind out later. I mean, now it's just improve on what I've already have. So it's definitely a good place to be. Tower Defense Tuesday, I'll be back, Shin. I actually was going to bring it back this week, but I wasn't at where I wanted to be with AP, but it'll be back. I've got a whole lineup of Tower Defense games to go through and try out, and all those will be on Tower Defense Tuesday. So it will definitely be back. I actually, now that I'm at this place with DD2, I thought about doing some different things. You know, not just in DD2, but just with the stream schedule in itself. Like, I was thinking maybe do, like, Throwback Thursday and Survival Saturdays and, you know, having a day, you know, one day a week where I do Mastery Mode. You know, just random stuff. I've got lots of thoughts, but there will definitely be more stuff coming besides DD2 to the channel. I mean, as always, there will always be lots of DD2, but there will be other stuff as well. I don't know, there, Venzer, you can look on my Steam profile, it's all public. Probably like 6,000 or something on this account. Too many? That's the right answer there, Lightrayne. haven't seen a stuck mob yet. We'll have to see when we get a stuck mob if they auto die. That would stink if they remove the stuck mob timer, that's for sure. I mean, the old stuck mob timer was 6 minutes. Sometimes they would die prior to that, but the straight up in-game timer that was there in the code was 6 minutes. It makes the node area bigger. So it makes the area that the defense covers bigger. Oh, it's all good there, Christopher. Apparently you haven't seen my typing. Yeah, bosses despawn as well at 6 minutes. I take breaks and play other stuff they're dealing. This isn't the only game I ever play. I'm actually really stoked about tomorrow. I'm gonna be playing something different. Today, of course, patch day. I gotta come check out the new hotness, but tomorrow I'm definitely gonna be playing something different. I don't remember where I found controller servo. I think all that info is on Lightrayne spreadsheet, though. SL, where the minimum something, the lowest something will drop will be. There is going to be a new map in the when we get the big content update. This is just a little patch. Today is not, you know, it's not the big enchilada. This is just the little patch, one of the little patches in between. I do like seeing all that loot pop. It is a thing of beauty watching it all pop out of there. See, 17 million XP on map 1. There's no published percentage, Percy, but I would guess it's 1% or lower. Oh yeah, no doubt there, Lightrayne. See, this one we should be able to get some stuck mobs in here. I'm anxious to see the stuck mob timer. I mean, if they straight up removed it, I'm sure it was a mistake. Because that's, you know, that's a must-have thing. If you got stuck mobs, you got to be able to deal with them. That's not too bad, Matthias. Only 9 Ascension levels you have to farm. Which, I mean, where it's a problem is when you end up having 60 or 70 or whatever. Because remember, that gap will slowly close as you get more and more XP bonuses. Yeah, exclamation patch in chat there, Harry. We'll get you a link to the patch notes, but basically this was just a small patch. It adds the multiplayer update, so we're now rewarded for playing multiplayer. You get additional loot from the loot chests, 425% at 4-player. So makes it worth it to play multiplayer again, basically. And then there's a material vault available now too. Yeah, it would have been nice if there was something for free. Oblivious, I agree. I mean, even if it was something like the original vault system, Lightrayne mentioned it earlier, but where like you get one tab for free, and you know, if you pay this much, you can unlock something else. That would be nice. You're level 134. You're just getting started there, Vinzer. Keep on playing. Or not, you know. If you enjoy the game, just keep on grinding it out. You completed Chaos 7, and you want to start pushing in Onslaught. Onslaught floors you can go to an unlimited height. So you can go, you know, you choose your own game. You decide how high you want to go. But yeah, it definitely would have been cool if we would have gotten something for free. Yeah, like I said, for me it was, I had the gems sitting already from the Steam summer sale. Luke, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it a ton. Welcome to the channel. But, you know, free stuff is always good. We all want free stuff. Yeah, but man, I tell you, I've got a grind ahead of me as far as getting crafting materials again. Now I'm going to just slow roll it. I'm assuming I would have to grind like low-level maps for like at least a straight week to get all of my old stuff re-upgraded. If you're only at floor 70, I would definitely suggest pushing substantially higher. I personally would go higher than 114, but I would go to a minimum of 114. I would go higher than that if you're still enjoying it, but you definitely want to go to a minimum of 114. That way you get all the goods, you know, all the cosmetics. Vinzer Music, thanks for subscribing. I don't think there is really a sweet spot as far as what floor, because it's based off of your Ascension level too. So you just want to get as close to 250 minimum Ascension as you can. Yeah, it doesn't take getting to floor 160 to do that. No, I said I wanted to be done resetting when AP is changing, Matthias. I'm done. I will never reset again. My Ancient Power reset is over. Yeah, the higher you go, the less resets you have to do. I got to, well, I slow rolled the end of it. I could have gotten to the Ascension caps at about AP 39. Now remember, I didn't start off in the most ideal fashion anyway. Nah, that's not right, Rage. It's not that high. I mean, just getting to floor 160 alone without your current Ascension level That would be what, 95? Yeah, that would be 95 floors past 65. So just that alone would be, what, 285 minimum ascension, not including your ascension level at all. So it's not quite 160. It's probably more like 130 or 140, depending on where your ascension level is. You could push through it all in one if you went really, really high there, Themic. But you'd be missing out on so much by doing that. You want to have some AP resets because you do get that 5% golden XP bonus every time. I mean, just look at the XP I get from the end of this map. This is the easiest map in the game. Gates of Dragonfall. I mean, in theory, this should be the lowest XP available. There's no, there's no sub-objectives, just the one core. It's, it's a straight up, it's the easy mode map. But I'll end up getting 15 million XP or whatever from this map, I bet, at least. It's Ascension divided by 50 times 3 as well there, Skeptic. You get 3 for each 50 Ascension levels, if it's your first time. Exclamation patch in chat there, Shrimp King. Get you a link to all the notes. The loot's spraying. Let's see. Yeah, 16 million. That's only on a number 2 win streak bonus too. So I mean, it's about the gold and the XP you get as well. Yeah, you see, I'm earning the gold too. Nice chunks of gold. I used to use a webcam all the time, Venture. So the face has already been revealed. There's probably 500, 600 videos on the channel with my gorgeous mug on it. And here is the main problem with public matches. You have to ask yourself, is it worth doing it? Because waiting all this time with people not hitting G and not selecting to continue or whatever, this is the main problem with public matches. That, of course, is if if you're an OCD person like me and you just want to go, 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 go. Alright. Put one right there. I'm completely overkilling this stuff. I don't know why. Other than why not, I guess. Don't ask why, ask why not. Actually, that's a boss lane over there. I should move that weapon manufacturer back. I don't want any siege rollers not being able to get their butt out of there. You gotta bring the butt out front, please, Mr. Siege Roller. There, we'll do that. That'll work. Did I get the bottom already? Yeah. Go. Yep, this is a boss lane too. Is that too close? It seems too close. I don't want us to have to wait for any roller issues. Put another flame aura down here just for giggles. I personally wouldn't themic. I would push much farther than that, but it's up to you. It's you choose your own experience, you know. Well, thanks there, Luke. I appreciate it. Might be there, Mayor Lightrayne. Not sure. Sidewalk works on Fridays now, and doesn't get off work until like at the end of the stream time normally. I am going to be doing a lot of DD2 grinding though. The late night streams are coming back starting tonight. So at 11 p.m. Pacific time every night over on Twitch, I'll be streaming something as well. We still got... Might as well spam it around. I'm just trained to you there, Froggy. For the last, you know, prior to starting doing the YouTube thing for like the last, I don't even know how long, 20 years plus. I've worked until like 4 or 5 in the morning every day, so now my body's just trained to stay up late. That and my wife still works that shift. Just keep pushing up there, Shrimp. It's all about the shards and the mods. I mean, the first goal is getting to Chaos 7. Once you get to Chaos 7, you know, you want to have the shards and the mods all squared away. What percentage do I have? 210. A 210% bonus. So it's basically triple XP day for me every day, which is kind of nice. Because remember, your Ancient Power is a bonus. It's not a... Like when it says 110%, that doesn't mean you're getting 110% additional XP. You're getting 110% bonus XP. So yeah, I'm getting triple XP and triple gold right now. Like this is public matches right here, Briar. Four people gives you more loot. It's up to you. I mean, if you don't really need the loot and you're just looking for experience or whatever, then yeah, there's no reason to even bother with the multiplayer. But 4-player is going to give you more loot. You know, you get up to 425% the amount of loot out of the box. I tell you, Lightrayne, I can't wait to see a double XP weekend now. A double XP weekend with my normal triple XP. That's gonna be good stuff. Getting like 3 or 4 Ascension levels. Or actually it would be 4. It'd be 4 to 5 Ascension levels for every map. That'll be incredible. Because I moved to my living room, Matthias, and my wife doesn't like me setting up or she doesn't want to have the green screen hanging out in the living room. So basically, to use the webcam again now, I would have to set my green screen up, set the lights and everything up, and tear it all down before and after every stream. And I'm way too lazy for that. Yeah, as soon as there's an opening there, Briar, feel free to hop on in. We're playing on the US West. It's not a better chance. Lalta was very elusive with that statement. It was very misleading. You don't have a better chance of getting mods. You have more chances, basically. So instead of having, 20 shots at a green mob every map, or a green mod every map, you have 40 shots at a green mod every map, or whatever. But the chance that's the self of mods dropping at higher quality is not a thing. Well, I mean, the only game mode you really play for loot is Expeditions, William. The Onslaught loot is not very abundant. Yeah, that would be awesome, Silver Rod, but sadly just not going to happen. DD2 is on a old, outdated game engine. And just doesn't have the options. What's the fastest way to farm Defender Metals and Gold? Expeditions. Or yeah, like Lightrayne says, the dailies, weeklies. Never pass up on a daily or a weekly mission for sure. What was the... Ooh, we actually got a weekly here right now, in fact. It says right on your screen, you don't get any extra stuff, Venzer. You get gold and XP bonuses. It shows you right on the screen what you get. I think I said that the first time you asked it, to be honest with you. I think you may have just missed it. It goes up to 20%. Your weapon manufacturers with Chaos 7 gear should be doing about 1 million DPS per node, there, Shrimp. Mine are doing way more than that. See, it shows it right here. Consecutive win bonus. At 3, I'm getting 34,000 additional gold and 2.9 mil additional XP. That'll go up one more tick, and then it'll be set. 4 is the highest. I mean, you can stack it to an unlimited number, but you only get a bonus up to 4. It's 5% each time. The additional gear doesn't affect anything other than armor, weapons, and relics rage. So nah, it's not going to give you an additional chance at any sort of crafting material at all, including amps. Definitely not 0.01%. It might be 1% at the start. If it was 0.01, there wouldn't be anybody there. There wouldn't be anybody selling them. Give everybody. It looks like we got a spot open, so anybody that wants to join, feel free to hop on in and join us. Let's see. You can use any defense on controlled burn themic. You just have to make sure that you have some sort of poison, stun, drench, etc. on the lane. So any defenses plus a poison dart tower. As far as Spellbreaker, you want to use physical damage defenses. So like cannonballs are good. Anything that's giving you white damage numbers. If the damage numbers show up white, then it's physical damage. Is how you tell the difference. White is physical, purple is magic. Red is a crit. Nothing good there. They also said that they're going to add in a way to identify quality mods faster, which will be nice. I won't have to sit here and go item per item like this. I mean, if you grind a lot of maps, you get a lot of loot, and it's a lot of looking through at everything. Now, you know, of course it is a loot-based game, so that's what it's all about, is looking at your loot. But it would be nice to be able to identify if a mod is green quality right out of the gates. Alright. Let's see. It's 210% there, Hassan. Let's see. I want to put this up here. This is a boss lane. Why not? I'll just throw this sky guard back here. Gotta be good. Should be. Every hero is really strong right now. What's going on there, Durex? Ramsters are a ridiculously good defense, Durex. They're one of the best defenses in the game. Archers, in my opinion, could use a little love. I'd like to see archers get a little buff, to be honest. I think, in my opinion, I think what would completely fix archers and make them way better is just more range. If they had a little bit better range, I think archers would be way better. It's just, it's hard to justify spending 40 DU for a single target defense that you could spend 30 DU for a cannonball, which is a single target defense that has better range and hits just as hard, you know? Plus, cannons have the utility of being able to add stun into the mix, where archers don't have that. But yeah, now I got a whole lot of fine-tuning to do to get, you know, to get these defenses squared back away. I'm slowly getting them there. I do have Chaos 8 defenses again already. My Poison Dart Towers are Chaos 8, and my weapon manufacturers are Chaos 8 right now. Didn't do the Flame Aura yet. You don't want to go up to a Chaos 8 piece until you have perfect mods, because it's just ungodly expensive to remod Chaos 8 stuff. Well, see, that's the thing there, Durex, is 1.39 mil DPS. You gotta remember, it's hitting 10 targets at a time. So that's 1.39 million times 10 is what makes the Ramster so good. You know, the best bet there is add another Ramster. you know, as far as damage or your DPS goes, or the damage per shot, or damage per second, however you want to look at it, you definitely never want to compare an AoE tower or area of effect tower to a single target tower. Marks aren't a thing anymore, Timmy. Marks and medallions are exactly the same. Marks don't drop anymore. There's no difference between a mark and a medallion. Marks technically don't exist anymore, but anyone who had marks from before got to keep their marks, but they got re-rolled as medallions. So yeah, marks are medallions. There's only two different types of relics now. There's medallions and totems. And, you know, a pretty easy choice on those. If it's something like a wall that you want lots of defense health on, then you go with a totem. Every other defense gets a medallion. I gotta get my... In fact, it may actually be easier to farm new sets of gear. I do have to get my weapon upgraded. I started to, but I don't have all the materials. You see, I got it up to Chaos 5. What's going on there, Christy? How you doing? Yeah, I still got orbs too. I just don't like anything about orbs. They look stupid. The only benefit of orbs is anyone who kept any really, really, really old orbs. They're at max. Because orbs used to... Well, all gear used to roll at max. It wasn't like it is now. As far as the stats. Yeah, in my opinion, ability power Abyss Lord is definitely the way to go there, Durex. I personally don't enjoy the Abyss Lord gameplay. That's why I don't play it actively very often, but it is a very strong hero for sure. 12-hour shift, youch. Yeah, just checking out the new the multiplayer update, trying to get some of that loot. See, I'm the opposite. I just wish they, instead of letting people keep stuff, it's one of the big problems with Dungeon Defenders 2 right now, is they don't take things away when they're removed from game. If something is removed from the game, it should be removed from the game. So, like in my opinion, all of those marks should have been re-rolled into medallions, and then it would be a non-issue. You know, same thing with like the Chaos 8 shards. Chaos 8 shards, if they were removed, they should have been removed. You know, give somebody gold compensation or whatever for it. Anyone who has them. But that's one of the big problems that Dungeon Defenders 2 has had since the beginning. Since early in the game. Crap, I missed. Alright, I forgot the boost is what happened. There we go. But since early access, they've always done that. They've allowed people to keep things that were removed. Yeah, it should be at the win streak bonus caps now, which is good. This stuff's popping like crazy. Let's see what we got for that one. Yeah, Ramsters are great for Frosty Lanes. 20 mil XP there, and then now we're at the 20%. I'll take it. I'm not complaining about no 20 mil XP. That is for sure. Yeah, those are consumable, Sal, so don't buy them. It's a consumable item that's gone in 10 minutes after you use it. It looks like we got an empty spot again. I'm gonna chillax for a minute here until somebody else joins us. So you can see everything that dropped out of the loot chest. All this stuff dropped out of the chest. Because here's the wind bonus shard that dropped. And then all of this, well, this stuff is either out of the chest or was on the ground prior to ending the map. No more green mods for me. What can you do? Nah, the 425% is just referring to the gear. So armor, weapons, and relics. These aren't boss lanes. I could have went right up on top with them. Well, whatever. Whatever. Nah, your stars stay the same, Cajun. I think that would be awesome if you could reset Mastery and do it again. Get more of the Hyper Shards. I think that would be cool as hell. Let's see, I think that's probably good, right? I get everything? Yeah, I think I got everything. I think we would have Onslaught changes already, Mama, if it wasn't for the AP changes that are going along with it. I personally think that's what's holding it all up. I don't think Trendy knows what they want to do with Ancient Power yet, or doesn't have it dialed in to where they want it. I'm not as optimistic about it now. I mean, originally, the way they were talking, it was the one floor Onslaught is going to come really, really quick. But now it's, you know, they're holding off until they decide what they want to do with AP, I think. Nah, they straight up said it, Mama. They said that Onslaught floor changes will come before the next milestone. Trendy straight up said that. But then they went back on it and said that they're waiting to get the AP stuff dialed in. So, I mean, at this point, who knows? I mean, you never know with the old Trendo. We could get it next week. We might not get it for 3 months. Who knows? Yeah, they did that about a month ago, Timmy. They did that like a week after mods released. It's still a little bit on the, it's a bit on the OP side still. It's going to get changed again, I think. Alright, Shen, take it easy. Enjoy your workday. Oh yeah, it's one of the strongest things in the game right now, Timmy. No doubt about it. That 1 second doesn't matter. They don't all work, Jacob. They're all supposed to be turned off. None of them are supposed to work, but the majority of them do. I don't use them, so I don't have to worry about it. I did, like I mentioned earlier, I future-proofed my poison dart tower, getting ready for C8 shards to come back. The second Chaos 8 shards become a thing again, this bad boy right here is ready to go. Water elemental will go on that, and I'll have myself a little shock poison tower. Yeah, they're definitely buggy. Like I said, all of them are supposed to be turned off, but they're not. Thanks, Sarah William. Appreciate it. KSI, what up? It's up to you, Jason. I mean, there's been lots of changes to the game. But, I mean, you know, to each their own. Any storm damage, Jacob. Water elemental plus any source of storm damage equals electrocute combo. I just like the way it works on the Poison Dart Tower. I'm very optimistic for its return. I got so excited, not just for the Poison Dart Tower, just Water Elemental in general. It opens up that combo gameplay style, which is just awesome, you know? It's nice to build for automated combos. I do wish they would have added more XP in for the multiplayer matches. It would have been nice getting a little bit more XP on top of it as well. I mean, you know, the 425%, that wouldn't work, obviously. That would be a little excessive. But it would be nice if there was something. You know, an additional 5 or 10% for each player in the group or something like that. I think that would have been a really cool addition too. This particular edition, I think, will encourage people to play more multiplayer, but it's not going to be a big game changer as far as the multiplayer world goes. All defenses are OP right now, Luis. Every defense in the game that's modded and sharded properly is crazy good. But cannons are nice. Who doesn't like a little boom boom in their life, you know? Gots to have it. Gots to have it. You. He did anyway. Yeah, I mean it's a gear thing. If you don't care about the gear, then you know it's not a huge incentive. That's why I do think it would be nice if they would have put an XP bonus in. You know. The part there though, Luis, is weapon manufacturer plus anything else equals floor destruction. It doesn't have to be cannons. It can literally be anything else. Like I was using, through my little stretch, I was using poison dart towers. You know, weapon man, poison dart tower will annihilate everything. Weapon man plus anything else will annihilate everything. Alright. No, don't fall in the water. I want to get my gun wedge squared back away, but God, I just got to do a bunch of crafting material farming. Got to get all that Lobby stuff farmed back up. A lot of loot. It's a shame that like in a legendary chest like that, you're not guaranteed multiple legendary pieces. I mean, you can get multiple legendary pieces, but you could get multiple legendary pieces before. So, I mean, that aspect of it, in my opinion, is a little disappointing. They definitely nerfed down the sell prices too. 388,000 gold though. I'm certainly not complaining about that. A lot of the older players have come back. They're Snowboy. Hopefully this update encourages more people to do public games, but I mean, it's not just a matter of that. It's like the, you know, searching for games needs to be easier. You know, it'd be nice if it had the old DD2 flavor, or the old DD1 flavor matchmaking. Would have been awesome. Yeah, the chest definitely matters there, so. I mean, as far as the crafting materials and shards, you get the same amount every time. But for gear, it matters for sure. Man, I feel like I'm running really slow here. That would explain it. There we go. Oh crap, we're missing a player. Somebody join. There we go. Yeah, nah, Andreas, it's because of my 42 ancient power. You gotta go, don't look at the tooltip, Azuri. The tooltips are crazy off. Slap it down. If you're, I mean, just stacking destruction and mass destruction is actually a bug. You're not supposed to be able to do that. So, I mean, that will get changed. Eventually. Either that or it will be added in as a new feature. One of the two. Currently it's a bug. In the future it could be a feature. What would I recommend as the first shard to guild? Either speed for your boots, deadly strikes, or defense rate, or destruction for that matter. That's a loot-based tower defense, action tower defense game there, Trey. It's a grinder. It's a loot grinder, basically. It's debatable there, Tam. It seemed like it was a little pricey to me, to be honest with you. I mean, I bought it. I got it. And I do think it's nice to have. But I do think it was a little on the pricey side, personally. I mean, considering just an empty bag costs 640 gems, having that cost that much seems a little bit much. But, you know, free to play. Make fishers do more damage from more defense power. Make sure you're at the rate cap there, Zuri. Like I said, though, don't look at the tooltip. Tooltips are not correct on any defense in the game. There's not one single defense in the game where you can look at the DPS number on the tooltip, and that's an actual number. And the inventory is a pretty common thing with free-to-play games there, King. I can't imagine that's ever going to change. Well, it will definitely never change. I mean, that's, you know, look, it's a real common in the free-to-play world. Inventory is a quality life thing, you know. Doesn't affect your gameplay in any way at all. So, I mean, you don't have to have it, but it sure is nice to have, you know. Yeah, it's bigger than a normal bag in that regard, Ron, for sure. It just seems, I don't know. I mean, I was shocked to see the price tag on it when I logged into the game today. I didn't think it was going to be free. But I didn't think it was going to cost that much. Yeah, that's how you play the Lavamancer, Zuri. The Lavamancer is best played as hero damage. It's a hack and slash hero. If you like to get up there and punch things, then Lavamancer hero damage is the way to go. But that's the best way to play it. But Lava Man is all about punching stuff in the face. Just everything hero damage based. Same as any other hero. You choose to play your hero one of two ways. You either play it hero damage focused or ability power focused. If you try to mix and do both, you're going to get non-spectacular results. The monk can get the highest big shot numbers, but best is a matter of opinion. I mean, many would argue that the barbarian is by far the best melee damage hero. As long as you stay full, I think it would. Tam, yeah. You'd have to compare them. That's not one that I compared. I compared it versus just raw, the raw stat. You move this way. I don't think there will be a new hero anytime soon. Well, it's already confirmed the next big content update, we're getting a new maps. It's actually said maps with an S, meaning more than one. And a new boss map. Well, I'm assuming the boss map might be part of it. There's probably like a normal map and a boss map. Something along those lines, maybe. It depends on how you want to play it. It's good both ways there, King of Time. If you like hack and slash, then hero damage barb is the way to go. If that's what you want to do, is just hack and slash. Hero damage all day long on that barb. Means there's a new boss. So like Malthius, or not Malthius, like Betsy, Harbinger, Demon's Lair, the Demon Lord. So we're gonna get a new boss like is in that. I'm assuming that's what it means. I'm hoping that's what it means. Haha. We will see. Got one. No, it died. It's like we got one mob somewhere. Where is it? There's literally hundreds of hours of that on my channel there, Sal. You can look back over the last 6 months, and there's, I mean, literally hundreds and hundreds of hours of doing exactly that. I do like seeing the loot pile after, that is for sure. I'm having bad luck on these legendary chests, though. Just getting... I think I had one of them drop 3 legendaries. A legendary chest should give you 4 times legendary loot, you would think. But whatever, maybe I'm being too needy. I'm on US West. There, Rylan. Can't find the game because it's full. Games aren't listed on the table if they're full. It depends on what you want to use them for, Azuri. You can't look at your defenses like that. Like, the way you have them set up, it's a lane clear type thing. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way you have them set up. But you build a defense, you mod a defense for a specific purpose. The specific purpose shouldn't be what does big boom booms. You know, it's just not... That's not how you look at it. You gotta, you know, decide what you want that defense to do. Do you want it to specialize in killing lady orcs? Do you want it to specialize in just being a lane clear setup? I mean... You have to look at... You have to give it a purpose. If you don't give it a purpose, throw anything on. It doesn't matter. Mods don't matter in that regard. When mods were added, mob health or mob difficulty was not changed. So mods are all gravy on top. It's all extra. So what you use really, really doesn't matter. But if you want to min-max and give your mods a purpose, we're missing some mana here. Nobody wants to drop it. And this is the main problem with multiplayer and public matches. It's the #1 thing that discourages people from multiplayer play, right here. Alright, whatever. I'll just go with what I got. Somebody's sitting on 100 mana still. Definitely time to make a new group after this one. So after this map, I'll be heading out to town. So anybody that wants to hop in and join with me, feel free. $5,000 health. I hope we don't get any assassins here. Let's switch back over to this guy. Well, like I mentioned to you half a dozen times already, Azuri, quit looking at the tooltip number. Throw it down on a target dummy and see what it actually does. Don't go by the tooltip. If you feel like your Fisher's not doing enough damage, then try another defense or improve your Fisher. I mean, what can you do? Quit looking at the tooltips, though. They don't do anything. They don't mean anything. That number is incorrect. 100% not right. So don't look at it. I mean, you can look at it to see what's going up and what's going down, but don't think that that's what your defense is doing. If Terraria added some more content, I would definitely do another Terraria playthrough. I love that game. But, I mean, it would have to be like more bosses, stuff like that. I wouldn't really be interested in... I'm a little bitter about Otherworld getting canceled, to be honest with you. I was so looking forward to Terraria Otherworld. Oh, man. So bummed. Sad, sad days. They've never been right in the history of the game, so I'm guessing no, they will never be fixed. In the last 4+ years, the tooltips have never been correct. So, I mean, you can look at it and see it's not correct. You know, just do a little math. Bust out the old calculator. Why they're not right, I don't know. But something to do with how those numbers are calculated, just none of them are right. Yeah, I've already played through all that, Venzer. I mean, as far as, like, you know, new bosses, new content, like if there was something besides having to use a mod to get it, if there was something past Moonlord, you know, I would probably do it. What's going on there, Omni? There was a screenshot of it on that video I did talking about it back last week. Yeah, I mean, look at my weapon manufacturers. They're showing 240,000 DPS. A 3-node weapon manufacturer, a 3-node Chaos 8 weapon manufacturer, is doing 7 million DPS. So, I mean, it's just, they're just not right. You know, even if it was per node, it's not even right. Zachary, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Well, you gotta be at your vault to show it. I'm not gonna stop a map just to go show you a tab that you can look at in a video. Sorry, Ami. Ain't gonna happen. Sorry, man. Fail jump. Put that weapon man a little close. There's enough room for him to get his butt out, huh? Oh yeah, more than enough. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, when one boss can drop more legendary loot than the chests have been dropping for me, it just makes me wonder. When am I going to do a Q&A about myself? I don't really have any plans to. I do Q&A pretty much every stream. You know, feel free to ask me whatever you want. I didn't even remotely think it was going to be free. It's all about how you want to play it there, Zuri. You got to take your focus off of what's better and put your focus on how you want to play the game. You can use either or. It's like 1,400 and change. $44. Kind of music I listen to. My favorite I listen to, as you can tell, I listen to a lot of reggae type stuff. I like some funk music, but my favorite is old school hardcore punk. I grew up in DC back in the day in the punk era, you know. I like punk music. It is 100% my favorite. Yeah, anti-melee servo does work on ogre bosses theming. Absolutely. There's the loot spraying. Lots of it. Alright, I'm gonna head back out to tavern now. I've done punk streams before, Leland. Everybody threw a fit about it. Told me to turn that crap off, so that's why I do reggae only now. Yeah, a lot of people are pissed about it, Dark, but I mean, every inventory related item in the game you have to pay for. So I mean, that was not a surprise at all for me, to be honest. Yeah, nobody buying my eggs, but all these low-priced amps sold. Yep. Give me my gold. Let's see, anybody got anything for sale? I need low-level stuff is what I need. I really at least want to get my weapon squared away on my monk today. You know, just finishing with AP, I've got a whole lot of gear to re-level. That's a good price for those, but I just don't know if I need them. I'm just gonna buy them anyway, just because. Yeah, there's anti-melee for weapons. It's not a... Basically, servos are for relics, or for your defenses, and chips are for heroes. It's like 1,400 and change there, Endercrow. Anyway, here it is, there, Omni. Since your lazy ass won't just go look at the screenshot in the video. That's it right there. So you can go up to 999 on all the stuff and things. It's nice to have. I do agree with you all. It would have been nice if it was free, but I didn't expect it to be. Yeah, your fourth consecutive win without going back to Tavern there, execution-y. See what we got. Anything good? Gotta be something good in here, right? Nothing? Man. Oh, I spent a lot this early this morning on me. I had a lot more hoarded up. I've taken multiple pieces back up to Chaos 8 already now that I'm done with Ancient Power. Come on, not one green mod? Really? All those pages? That first map jinxed me for the rest of the day, didn't it? Ugh, terrible. Alright, let me see. What do I need to do to upgrade this weapon? I need shiny chromium ingots. I just finished Ancient Power today, Venzer. I don't have heroes geared up. I've only got one set of DPS gear right now. How do you know the stats on your tower? If you open up your hero information screen, and then like this is my Flame Aura monk. If I click on Flame Aura, it shows you the stats down here. So on my Flame Auras, I've got 97,000 defense power, 15,000 defense health, 9,300 range. Wow, that seems a bit excessive. Oh, it's because it has a scaler, that's right. Shows the crit chance. Basically, it's all down in the bottom left here. Marcos is way past floor 600, Luis. Marcos is over floor 700. Nah, I'm not going to get all my gear up to C8. I got no interest in grinding it that hard. I'll get most of my defenses up to C8, but not my DPS gear. DPS gear, there's just no need for it. I mean, as it stands right now, I can one-shot every single boss in the game, all the way up to as high as I've gone in Onslaught. Let's see, now what did I need again? I forgot. Let me look. I need shiny chromium ingots. See if anybody's got one. how much damage you can do? The easiest way to do is to plop it down on a target dummy. So like for example, we were talking about weapon manufacturers earlier. If you go over to a target dummy and you just throw one node down of a weapon manufacturer, and I'm going to see that my one node is doing, what, 1.7, 1.6, 1.7 million damage per second. But if you look at the tooltip, it says 229k. And that's why you just don't look at the tooltip. Alright. Let's see. We got some stuff out there. Lulzy. I'm gonna need more. So if anybody else sells me another one, I'm not gonna complain. Anyway, I'd love to at least get this squared away here. Alright, crap, I'm gonna need more, aren't I? Oh, I need one more. God dang it. Anybody else say? Terrible. Oop, oop. That's 270,000 for one ingot, though. I got a problem paying that. Even with all this gold, I'm just not gonna overpay for something like that. And I screwed up and I forgot to mod this weapon. I wanted to put this on it. That stunning wave chip. I'm gonna have to make sure I mod them properly before I upgrade anything else. The boys has got one. 100,000, that's still... What a ripoff, but whatever. It gets me where I want to be. Here we go. Alright, now I at least got a weapon. I should be able to get them big numbers now. Let me see. Load up my crane stance. Oh, I never upgraded my shards. Let's see. Alright, get the crane stance all loaded up. See if I can hit a big number here. $328 million. That's not terrible. Not my best number. I'll sell them all eventually here, Jacob. I'm not positive what I want to sell or keep yet. Alright, let's get back to the grind here. Actually, I may end up just giving them away on stream. To be honest with you, I might do that instead, because I really don't need the gold when I'm getting the nice gold bonuses now. See, what have we not done yet today? We haven't done forest biome. Let's do that one. Public game. So anyway, everybody, I'm on US West. Anybody that would want to join, feel free. That's about half of what I usually get to, Rage. Here, let me... Rage is... Well, I don't have my pets leveled back up yet. If you look at my Nuke Monk video, I can get over 600 million with the proper pets and everything. So anyway, on US West, feel free to look at the war table. We're Chaos 7 Expeditions. 44. They're execution-y. So far so good there, Retro Ball. I got mixed emotions on it, to be honest with you. It's nice seeing the additional loot, but the chance of a good mod is still insanely low, which, you know, makes it a little bit of a challenge. Alright, there we go. We got 4 in here. The Barbarian's more about the sustained there, Rage. I mean, the Nuke Monk, I call it the Nuke Monk for a reason. It's about the one big shot, you know? Yep, so it looks like we got another spot open, and it looks like we lost the mana from dude leaving. Keeps going back and forth between these two guys. Let's see, let's get some poison going on this one. Take advantage of my fancy Chaos 8 PDTs. I would say that is a sufficient amount of overkill. Want to overkill it more? Okay, let's do it. Here we go. We got another player. I'm gonna this afternoon. I'm gonna spend a lot of time getting my low-level stuff farmed back up, and then tonight for my big late night return to Twitch stream, I'm probably going to just be farming low level crafting materials to get my stuff squared back away. I quit my job because I want to try to do YouTube for a living there, Execution-y. It's like a dream come true for a YouTuber to be able to do. And I've got a supportive wife, which helps. Well, not only helps, it's the only reason I was able to do it. Am I seriously sick or something? Yeah, I'm sick of working in casinos. I'm seriously sick of that. That's for damn sure. Alright, there we go. I think that'll be good enough. I was a pit boss in casinos for the last 20 years, Matthias. Exclamation patch in chat there, Carson. Today's update was added multiplayer loot scaling and added in a materials tab. As long as it involves a craps, a roulette, or a blackjack table, Omni. That's the main requirements. Now I wonder, there's no way that it's only gonna affect the victory chest. It's not gonna affect that little bonus loot box up there, is it? Nah, Onslaught changes are coming in the content update with the new maps and new boss and everything there. Stub, so nothing yet with Onslaught. Kind of a bummer, but we do know it's coming. New map too. I mean, the new map is kind of awesome. Bink. One little bink is all it takes. That's what I just love about that monk. Just such a beast. I'm not even using the right pet. I mean, I'm using this is like a hybrid nuke monk. It's half last hit monk and half pet nuke monk. Yeah, it says right from the victory chest to Air Suite. I'm hoping. Like I said, I'm hopeful. See if we even get the ingot here. People keep talking to me. Is the adventure bugged? Not that I'm aware of. What's it doing to you? Well, I mean, it's just a small patch. I'm more excited about what's to come with the content update that hits. I mean, I like it. I'm not complaining for sure. I wish that the material vault was a little cheaper, but on the same note, I had gems sitting there from the Steam sale anyway, so I had the gems, so it wasn't a big deal for me. Nah, nowhere near their execution-y. Like I said, I'm married. My wife pays most of the bills. Twitch, you just rely on tips. YouTube, it's about the ad revenue, but you have to have lots and lots and lots of viewers to make big money. I mean, not everybody's PewDiePie, you know? No, no dates yet there, Iceman. You'll get it there, Rage. Everything in the game inventory related you have to pay for. I mean, they gave us that one free vault slot, but that is the only thing inventory related in the game that's ever been free, other than your initial bags. It's on US West there, Jacob. I wants my gun witch back. All this jumping around really makes me want to play that gun witch right now, but all of her gear is campaign level right now. So sad. 99% of YouTubers that are trying to do it for a living, it's probably actually more like 99.9% of YouTubers that are trying to do it for a living live in absolute poverty. So, I mean, it's not a career choice, I would suggest. Get a real job first and live your life and save some money up and then start playing around with something like this. That's basically what I did, you know? Alright, now of course since I want to check it, you know that there's not going to be an ingot. Let's see. Let's see. You just gotta pick up one of the ones that spawn on the ground there, Vinzer, and not wait for the beasts. They spawn on the ground as well. Various points throughout the map. No ingot. WTF, man. We ran out of music. Let me get the music situation squared away here real quick. Page 2. There we go. Alright, there was no ingot, right? Let me make sure I didn't miss it. Nope. Nope. I'm pretty sure I didn't see it pop up. Nope. No ingot. Alright, what can you do? It gives you the key for the loot box up top. There, Denizen. Am I streaming on 2 PCs? Nah. I only use 1 PC. Don't really need 2 PCs in the current day and age. Now, I use 2 systems with when I'm streaming from the Xbox or PlayStation. I don't stream through those. Ooh, pardon me. Burping all over y'all. I use a capture card. So I stream, you know, I'm playing the game on a console, but I stream it through my PC. There we go. It's 2 pieces of loot. I mean, it takes, what, 15, 20 seconds to do? So, I mean, if you get a good mod, it's certainly worth it. But, I mean, it's not like it's a huge deal, you know? Get some poison in the mix on this one again, too. Likes my poison? What do we got left? 3 more? Let's go. 1. And we'll go 1 right there as well. Yeah, I mean, it's all about the mods. If you get a good mod one time, I mean, if you get a good mod once, you'll regret that you haven't ever checked it before. But on the same note, you might never get a good mod out of it. It's like I said, it's 2 pieces of gear. Yeah, Shatterquake's an awesome mod. You can find it anywhere in the game. Campaign it up. Just make sure if you want to have a greater chance of getting it, play actively on an apprentice. Weapon manufacturer is ridiculously OP, Jacob. Don't read into the hype, man. Weapon manufacturer is gonna get another nerf because it is really one of the strongest defenses in the game. Poison is not AoE damage, Iceman. It's a different defense altogether. It's single target, or It's essentially it's single target damage, but it will hit up to 3 targets at a time without using exploding poison. Of course, if you're using exploding poison, you can spread it around. But yeah, weapon manufacturers with shocking revelations is without a doubt one of the strongest defenses in the game. I can tell you if I was just doing a normal Chaos 7 map and I wasn't streaming, I would be AFK right here on top of this weapon manufacturer, and on one of these other monitors I would have some Netflix going on. So yeah, weapon mans are really, really good. In fact, like I said, they're too good. They're going to get nerfed again. There's no doubt in my mind. Well, I'm sure at some point. I'm not going to play it forever. There, HH. I'm hoping by the time comes that I want to quit playing DD2, there will be a DD3 in development. We'll see. We will see. Oh, I missed. Bad angle. I mean, now that I'm done with AP, I'll be getting to the point where I'm using other defenses. I just have to get those defenses squared back away. That's one of the benefits of the crafting system, is having the ability to fine-tune a set of gear and then go do your ancient power thing, and then you can still level that gear back up and it's back to the same state where it was. But oh, it is a grind for all the materials. Don't even think for a second that it's not, because it is indeed a big old grind. I got my Ascension caps maxed, which to me means I'm maxed on AP. I'm not, the other benefits you get from AP are not significant. I mean, the gold and XP is, it can add up, but I don't, more gold and experience for me personally is not a reason to keep grinding AP. I'm at the caps, Ascension caps. I've got a huge grind ahead of me anyway, just to be able to get all the Ascension points to use all those caps. So, I mean, I'm done with Ancient Power, unless there's some major changes to it. Yeah, get you some sleep there, Jacob. There's an old video on my channel, if you're having problems finding where the gold spawns. There's a really old video that shows where all the spawn points are. What was this week's? Or this one's Chrome Enemies. So not really, I was gonna say, if it wasn't Chrome Enemies, I would go do it and just run through and show you all of them. Going on there, Tom? Crap, I was trying to land on that Cobalt. That didn't work out. I pulled smashed right through him. Loots, where are the loots? Let's see here. Oh, welcome to my world there, Rage. I've had hero spotlights videos that I've done where I spent 50 million gold on just to set up to do that video. Yeah, the multiplayer patch is here there, Ribbit. Critical damage, what up? Oh, I got all kinds of stories there, Air Sweet. Well, all games die eventually there, HH, so yeah, I mean, nothing lives forever, you know? There will be a DD3. The only way there won't be a DD3 is if Trendy decides to dissolve. As long as Trendy is existing, there will be a DD3. It's their main franchise. They'd be silly to branch off into anything else. They own the rights to it, you know? So you gotta use the IP that you own the rights to. Give me that loot. You might have to exit out of Steam and then restart it, Rubik Cube. I had to do that. I've actually had to do that the last bunch of DD2 updates. Completely close Steam and then restart it. I thought I saw something green in there, but it wasn't green. Oh yeah, I got me a training dummy in there. There, VMP. Indeed, indeed. It's from the loot chest, or if you can see it, yeah. It's just from the victory chest, not from the drops on the map. I'll do a video detailing it all out later. There we go. Skyguard action there. Trying not to go too close to these spawns. I don't want the bosses getting stuck, but on the same note, I want everything to die. Yeah, I've got the vault. That was the first thing I did when I logged in. Pick that bad boy up. Got the sticker shock, and then said, "Oh well, I'm gonna get it anyway." But like I said, I had leftover gems from the Steam sale, so wasn't a big deal for me. You don't get more gold from the chest, but you get more gold in regards to more loot equals more gold, because of course you're not using all the loot. What did I not need to add? I added one too much of something. I could have put a Skyguard instead. Take out that. Thanks for subscribing there, Black for Glock. I think it's a unneeded quality of life inventory item, so yeah, I think it's a little bit pricey. I wouldn't really go any further than that, though. I wouldn't expect it to be free, as it is something that you just don't need. It's a quality of life thing. But, you know, whatever. A free-to-play game. Trendy don't make any money. We don't get a game, so they got to be able to make money from something, you know? Feels like I'm getting a little lag spiky. Actually, my machine overall has felt like... Nah, I mean, I've got extras, but nothing I'm willing to sell there, Jorge. That bow would, I mean, it would... I could end up getting 50 million gold for that thing. You know, it's not something I could just give up. I gave Omni one, but... Omni's given me lots of things too, so... But yeah, all those old ones, they're just novelty pieces. Nah, I had it from back in the day. I haven't bought really any... I've bought mods, but I haven't really bought anything besides mods since the trading became a thing. It was the old reward from back in the day before mods and shards were a thing. It was the explosive poison bow. Basically, you got it from the Chrome Enemies incursion. So, I mean, there's a lot of them rolling around. Expeditions. Expeditions for loot, Onslaught for gameplay, basically, is the general rule. So, I mean, if you need Chaos 1 loot, do Chaos 1 Expeditions. You need Chaos 2 loot, then once you get it unlocked, do Chaos 2 Expeditions, and so on, all the way up. DD2 runs like crap, Airsuite, there's no doubt. That's one of the aspects I have never pulled the punches on with Trendy, and they know it. The game runs bad on all platforms. You know, now console players have it bad, absolutely. They've got it worse than PC, but it's because of the machine. You know, a console is not capable of doing what a PC can do, and the game is just runs bad on everything. I get a crash every single day though. And of course it's always on map 3 of Onslaught every single time. It just infuriates me. Exclamation news there, Rolando. I would read like the last dozen news articles or so. The Purdian thing is just the name of the update, though. This stage or expansion of the game is called the Purdian Shift. I mean, I've got a screaming machine. You know, every single component in my computer, I hand-picked myself every single item, down to the cables and everything. So, I mean, I've got an absolutely screaming machine. I mean, I can load up any of the Crysis games and play them on max graphics at 140 frames per second. Yet DD2, if I load into Little Horn Valley, I'm going to get 60 frames per second. That's just all there is. I just can't get it any higher than that. You know, you look this way and you're 60 frames per second. You turn around and look that way, you're 160 frames per second. You look over there, you're down to 40. You know, it's just one of those things. I mean, we all know it. DD2's on an old, outdated game engine. That's actually not a bad medallion right there. Maybe I'll keep that bad boy and mod it up. Instead of upgrading a piece, I'll just transfer mods over to that one, maybe. Not a bad thought. Well, they confirmed in the patch notes, Aerosuite, the 3 maps will be gone. It's going to be 1 map floors. They finally directly came out and said it. They didn't come out directly and say it before. They said that there wouldn't be 3 map floors, but they didn't say what there would be. And in the patch notes this time, they straight up said that 1 map floors are coming. What's going on, Twinkie? It's good. It's a small update, really. It's a patch. You know, it's not a big content update. I'll be more excited to play the new maps and stuff. New maps, new boss, all that hotness is incoming. The sooner the better. Hopefully we get it soon. I'm assuming now, though, since we just got this patch, it'll be a minimum of 2 weeks. Nah, I think they'll be, you know, floor 37 will be the exact same as, well, I don't know if map 3 is or if floor 37 is a 3 map floor currently, but if it was, it would be the same difficulty as map 3 of each floor, will be my guess. Altsu and Zozo, thank you both very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it a ton. I'm not sure, Abdul, to be honest with you, I didn't look. Alright, got the loots. Nah, it's just the gear, Twinkie. Armor, weapons, and relics is it. Crafting materials would have been awesome. Alright, so that was number 3. Next wave, we'll get the win streak bonus. Man, slow rolling on the... I guess that wasn't too terrible. Could have been worse. Got some mana sitting somewhere. There it is. I see you, little manas. Yes, 1 map floors are coming, All-Stars. Cookie's still here. Cookie can tell you in German. He might not be here. If he's smart, he's in bed snoozing. Or Gobu. Gobu's speaks German. Cookie Binger speaks German. Bryce and HH, thank you both very much for following. I do appreciate it. Let's see, what do we got left? 360. Let's go like that. Like that. Like that. Here's my little chillaxing spot on this map. if once again, if I was just grinding C7 by myself and I wasn't streaming, I would chillax right here. Sit inside of that weapon man and get me some Netflix going. It's unlimited critical. The max bonus is 20%. It's 4 maps. You get 5% for each map, up to 20%. But you can keep... I mean, I've gotten win streaks over 100 before on double XP weekends. I really want to get a double XP weekend now. What's with those flame auras? What do you mean? I likes my auras, man. I don't understand the question. Oh, exclamation flame auras in chat there. Cosmic. We'll get you the full rundown. Basically melee, tenacity. I use tenacity because I throw them up front, and then melee damage and melee boom. But exclamation flame auras will get you the full rundown of all the stuff and things. I didn't used to build them. I've built flame auras forever, critical. I didn't use them in my ancient power grind, if that's why you're asking. But I have always used flame auras. I love flame auras. It's my favorite defense in the game. Yeah, the victory chest drops more loot. There's no more loot on the ground, but the victory chest drops it. Nah, for some reason I put the full word on that one. I probably should change it to FA. You just haven't pushed far enough, Tom. When you get into high Onslaught floors, the cyborgs will reach your weapon mans. Just going through trials, it's not a deal, but I don't have a set of gear for... Or going through expeditions. But I don't have a set of gear for expeditions and a set of gear for Onslaught. I use the same sets for everything. I think I've got it on the flame auras now, Iceman. I'd have to look. I believe I've got a gilded destruction on the weapon mans and the mass destruction on the flame auras, but I'm not 100% positive. I'd have to check for sure. Not as often as I should. Sorry, I was talking to the wife there. It's a regional thing there, Cosmic, with YouTube's redirect. Just copy and paste the link and you'll be able to open it. YouTube does funny things with their redirects bouncing around. If you click the link directly, it doesn't work for everyone. But just copy paste the link and you're good. The YouTubes is funny that way. Might as well do, though. When I make a new group, I'll probably knock the weekly out since I haven't done it yet. Chrome enemies. I still need the Defender medals. Gonna be blowing them all, moving this gear around and get my gear set back up. I'm anxious to get it finished though. I want my stuff squared away again, you know? And it's just nowhere near at the moment, sadly. Need to do some low-level farming, and that's no fun. That's right, get your big old butt out there, Siege Roller. Well, just go slow and make sure you're building properly there, Recon. You'll be able to do it. The reason that they don't, and I don't know this, I'm guessing, but remember that they sell shard packs for gems, and that's got to be a pretty significant source of Trendy's revenue. So I don't think they're ever going to give just straight up free shards. I really don't think that's going to happen, because it's going to affect their profitability, you know? And once again, it's down to, it's a free-to-play game, they got to make money. But I hear you. It'd be nice if we had more access to specific shards. Nah, there's no way to upgrade the mod critical. A 2 of 5 mod will always be a 2 of 5 mod. Nothing you can do to change it. Just pure RNG. I mean, that's the game now. The loot doesn't necessarily matter. The loot is just the container that's holding the mods. All that matters is the mod. Let's see. Now, what was somebody asked earlier about what I was using where? Yeah, the weapon manufacturer I'm using Destruction. And the Flamer I'm using Mass. Give me that loot. Definitely nice to see it all popping for sure. So I'm going to pop back on out to the tavern and then get my inventory cleaned up and then hop in and do that expedition. See if I got anything good. I said that one relic was decent. Let me find that relic real quick and save it so I don't... Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Let's keep that, as that's a decent piece. And let's see what we got here. No shards that I need. Any mods? That's crazy. First run of the day, I got 2 green mods, and I don't think I've seen another green mod after that. Or maybe I have. I don't know. Where are all the mods at? Not there. What's going on there, Lateral? Exclamation patch in chat. We'll get you a link to the patch notes for today. Come on, really? Where you at, mods? Explodey and Flaming Knight. Don't need those. Wow, just nothing good here. Betsy, Zapper, Tectonic Breaker, don't need those either. The mod grind is real, folks, let me tell you. Luckily, I got a ton of stuff saved up just from doing all those ancient power resets. Should be able to get my stuff dialed back in pretty well. Yeah, probably won't use that anytime soon, but there's a green mod anyway. Terrible. Nah, you can't buy Defender medals. Yeah, it's definitely a decent relic right there, though. What was that? Or that's my Lightning Strike auras. I gotta put a better melee boom on it. Or something different. But I like melee boom on it. Yeah, sadly that's pretty normal there, Cosmic. We all get... The mod grind is just ridiculous. All the crap mods. Anyway, we got Chrome enemies. Let's knock this weekly out real quick. Anybody who hasn't done it, I'm on US West, so I'll queue that up, public. Feel free to hop on in and join me. Oop. Do I need to do a Chaos 1 map first? I do. Ugh. I don't really feel like doing a Chaos 1 map right now. I'll do it anyway. I'll knock one out real quick. I'll just do gates. So, sorry, it'll be a minute until I can do that weekly. The problem is a 4.5 bar piercer servo is pretty much the same thing as a one bar piercer servo. The mod scaling is pretty heavy duty. I made this public, right? I doubt anybody's gonna want to join this one, but if you do, there are air spots available. Just exclamation patch will get you there, Recon. You don't need to type in note 2, just patch. Alright, looks like it picked it up. I mean, why do you keep typing it? It keeps giving you the link. It's just patch, exclamation patch. Nothing else required. Yeah, I didn't think anybody'd be interested in Chaos 1. It's alright, now's the time to ask questions. Yeah, it's pretty cheap, Cosmic. It sells for way more than that on PC. A 3-bar tenacity is just, it's not any better than a 1-bar. It's just, it's right there, you know? Let this bad boy run. Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. I think tomorrow I'm probably either gonna play that Horde Bash stuff in Fortnite Save the World, or I'm heavily debating on trying out Warframe finally, like giving it a real try. Why am I upgrading this stuff? giving it an actual legit try instead of just going through the tutorial and then loading up something else. So I'm excited about that. And then I'm going to start recording that Defense Task Force playthrough as well. I'm not going to stream that. I think it would be very boring to watch on stream. So I'm going to edit that down. Oh, no doubt, Pandy. No doubt at all. That's all I used on my AP resets. I used unupgraded. I used an unupgraded red bar tenacity. What did I have? I had a red bar tenacity and melee boom on my. Or no, I had piercer servo and melee boom, just red quality on my poison dart towers. And then I had a poison dart tower that had support enemy, anti-support servo on it. That was just same thing, red bar, low quality. I'm not going to do any Chaos 5 today there, Brent. After I do that incursion, I'm going to take a break for a little while and get off here. I didn't get any sleep. I slept for like 3 hours after staying up for a day and a half. The Mystic's awesome. Cosmic. I think I upgraded my, or I didn't take it to Chaos 8. I took it back up to Chaos 7. I got my obelisk squared away. Not really, Tell. I mean, you check my Hero Spotlights playlist, but I mean the stats, there's only 2 stats for heroes that you need to concern yourself with. It's ability power or hero damage. If you want to use your primary attacks mainly, then you want to go hero damage. If you want to use abilities as your main source, then you go ability power. Not anything real complex in the game as far as that goes. It's more about getting the shards and stuff set up. Thank you very much for subscribing there, DuPont. I do appreciate it a ton. Now watch, now that I'm in Chaos 1, I'll finally get some good mods. Yeah, no matter what. I mean, it's 100% on how you want to play. Like, this is hero damage focus monk, because I focused on the 4th swing of his melee weapon, and for his pet ability, which is a hero damage ability. Yet, if this was a monk that I wanted to focus on using Chi Blast or Pulse Shot or Pulse Smash, then I'd want to go ability power instead. But it's pretty much all there is to it. Just decide what playstyle you like the best and use stats based off of that playstyle. They can't make shards stackable because each shard has its own unique ID. If shards were all the same and weren't able to be upgraded, then they could make shards stackable. But since shards can be upgraded, they cannot be stackable. You know, a destruction shard with 1 upgrade into it, as far as the game and the code is concerned, is a completely different shard than a destruction shard with 2 upgrades into it. So it just doesn't make sense to make shard stacking. What makes sense is to have a separate shard vault or shard inventory that allows you to keep all your shards in it. That's what makes sense to me. And if they do that, they better give it for free or people are gonna revolt. The crafting materials one, not giving it for free, is an inconvenience, but not really a big deal. When they finally ever do anything with shards to declutter up your bags, oh, it's going to be a huge deal. No, mods are mods. They've always been the same. There's no difference between maximum green Chaos 1 mod and a maximum green Chaos 7 mod. If you take a max Chaos 1 mod and you upgrade it to Chaos 7, it's exactly the same thing as the Chaos 7 counterpart. The difference is the level of the container that it's in, or the armor piece or weapon or whatever. Yeah, but that's not how it works there, though, Iceman, is the thing. Like I said, if shards didn't have upgrade levels, then it wouldn't be a big deal, you know? But since shards do, they can't make an exception and say if you're 0 of 10. Like I said, the right move is to create a different interface, pull them all out of your inventory, and have them stored somewhere else. That's what they should do. No doubt about it. I only use one obelisk. Obelisk buffs no longer stack. I mean, it's still a really good map-wide smite tower that hits all over the place. But it's a big part of the obelisk is the stacking hero damage. Or the stacking hero buff, I should say. It's a shame this stuff doesn't automatically go in here for you. That would be kind of cool, too. You didn't have to manually put it all in. They've been talking about some sort of a shard interface for a long time, Iceman. Hopefully they make it happen at some point. Alright, so here we go. This week's weekly. What's it again? Shiny and Chrome. Alright, so it's Chrome enemies. It's a Chaos 1 incursion, so it'll be easy mode to do. But anyone that hasn't done their weekly yet, I'm on US West. Feel free to hop on in and join me for a little Chrome enemy smashing. And away we go. Just gonna go ahead and hit G and build it out, but you guys feel free to hop on in. I did make it public. Yep, I made it public. If anybody needs it, being, what is today anyway? Today's Wednesday, so a lot of people have probably already knocked it out. But if you haven't, get your weekly done. Give you all a minute here. Stunfire, I've already gilded, so don't need any more of those. Oh, there's a anti-orc. I've got a bunch of those now, but green mod nonetheless. I'll save it. There's Sophisticus. Sophisticus wants his defender medals. Got the adept going on. Looks like that's all we're gonna get. You guys all knock it out already, huh? That's alright. This is not a very good floor as lava map, but it's a fine opportunity to play the floor is lava for sure. Actually, it's not bad. There's lots of trees to jump on anyway. I don't think I can make it all the way over to that one. What's going on there, Bo? How you doing? Let's see. Oh, just barely. Oh, fail. There, no, I didn't completely fail. I haven't hit the ground yet. Just look at your starting Ascension there, critical damage. If you go to open your inventory and go to the Powers tab, it'll show you what your minimum Ascension is. You want that at 250, as close to 250 as possible, or ideally even a little bit more. The more you have, the better off you're going to be long term. But just look right there and get that to 250. Michael Faraz, thank you very much for subscribing. Sorry I missed you there. Nah, no data transfers, sadly. If you were able to share an account or move your profile back and forth, I would play on the consoles a lot, because I do enjoy playing on the consoles. The thing for me is I'm just so far ahead on the PC as far as just the shard, you know, having all the shards and all the gear and all the costumes and everything. I'm just so far ahead on the PC compared to it. It's just, other than just playing on a console for fun, it's not, you know, it's just not worth it to grind it out again. But that would be so cool. If there was a way to share a profile, I think that would be amazing. Exclamation shards in chat there, Camille. But, I mean, 25 matches and not getting one is not really saying much, to be honest with you. Statistically, you'd have to open like 70 shard packs to get 70 shard packs of that tier to get the one shard you need. To get one of the one shard you need. Now, that's what the probability statistics would say. This was a pretty small update there, Buzz. Exclamation patch in chat will get you all the details. No, crossplay is not possible in DD2. It's not an option. Never gonna happen. Trendy's been very clear about it, and everybody wants it, me included, but it's just not gonna happen. It would require upgrade to an additional game engine and relicensing with Xbox and PlayStation, and the game is just, it doesn't make enough money for that, you know. It'd be a good idea to have a few Gilded Critical, but it's not a requirement. The whole benefit of those surviving the Ancient Power resets kind of gets negated a little bit just by the massive cost of a Gilded Shard. Being 2 mil, you know, it's just, it would take a whole lot of Ancient Power resets for that to be worth it. But, I mean, on the same note, it is nice to have them. Like, I had several Gilded defense rates, destruction, stuff like that before I started doing the grind. The DD2 community has been requesting data transfer for 4 years there, Dat Gamer. And it's just, like I said, Trendy has been very open with it and just saying it's just not an option. It's just not going to happen. As long as it's been, and actually it hasn't been out for 4 years on PS4. It's been out for about 3 years on PS4. And as long as it's been out, people have been wanting data transfers, but like I said, they haven't kept any secrets. They've told everybody straight up. Just not gonna happen. And we got a double roller in the mid, huh? Or no, just the one. I was thinking it was wave 5. Oh, don't worry about that, Rage. Save all that stuff for yourself, man. Yeah, I'm on PC, bro. That's where I play 99% of the time. How do you get more ancient power? By getting back to the ancient power reset point and resetting over and over and over again. Every time you reset, you get 5% gold bonus, a 5% experience bonus, and then increased Ascension caps. So you're not still playing that Moonlighter game, Rage? I put in a request for a media code for that, but they never responded. Kill one of the rollers from the front. We don't even really need to DPS them, to be honest with you. Those flamers would kill the rollers. Or soft earth shatters are gonna kill them before it makes it out. It's got that long stretch. No, there's nothing anywhere that says you can't have a second account, Jozo. What is said is you can't use a third-party software to run the accounts. So basically, if you have, you know, say you got your computer and then you've got a laptop, you could do that all day, and no, you're never going to get in any trouble for that. Two Terrorblades? I've never seen that before. That must be something with the... That kind of makes me want to farm up that Mystic Dagger if you're dropping more of them. That's kind of interesting. That'd be a good way to farm those incursion weapons. Matthias, thank you very much. I do appreciate it a ton. Well, it's just seeing two of them in the same map is the thing. Anyway, everybody, that is going to do it for today. I'm going to be back tonight, 11 p.m. Pacific time over on Twitch. That is in 8 hours from right now. 8 hours and 10 minutes from right now. Going to be grinding it out a bit, so feel free to swing on by and join me over there on the Twitches. And hopefully everybody's enjoying the update so far. Go get you all that loot. All the multiplayer loot is sitting there waiting for you. Just got to go get it. You get 5%, a 5% bonus at each reset, Dat Gamer. Yeah, I'm actually debating on starting another Astroneer playthrough this week, Blast. There's been a lot of changes to it since I played last. But anyway, thanks an absolute ton, everybody. Like I said, I will be live later on tonight, and then there will be another video coming out later on today explaining just the multiplayer loot system now. But thanks an absolute ton. Everybody have a great afternoon / evening / morning, whatever it is for you. And I will see you all real soon. Take it easy.